Come, marvel at the spectacular, the wondrous, the unbelievable babies in space!
Flying through space, feel no air with my waves. The pressures are gone, freedom swims along. Imagination, mental elevation. Whole world shall dissolve, new empires unfold. New empires unfold. It's a game, we're just playing. It's a love we won't stay in. These dragons all need slaying. We need truth, I'm just saying. Oh, I'm just saying. We need truth, I'm just saying. Flying through space like a baby's first taste. No sense letting the pressure stop us exploring together. Imaginations create greater nations. Cooperate peacefully. Will be achieved eventually, 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 eventually. It's a game, we the players. It's quite hard to entertain us. These dragons sent for slaying are our reason for staying. Space need plenty of space. Baby's got a taste for that infinite space. Space, oh, need plenty of space. Baby's got a taste for that infinite space. It's a game, we're just playing. Space, baby's got it's a love we won't stay in. Space dragons only slaying. Baby's got we need truth, I'm just saying. Oh, I'm just saying. It's a game, we the players. Baby's got it's quite hard to entertain us. Space dragons only slaying. Baby's got our reason for staying.
All right. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good.
Good. This is the Cosmic Boss best of episode.
Best of
Best
what?
of season 3.
Season 3?
Season 3, baby.
Oh, wow.
We made it through 3 seasons. I'm just going to turn you up a little bit.
You're going to turn me up a little bit? Oh, yeah, because I'm a bit quiet on the thing, and that's good. I'm better on the
that's
thing
a little
now.
bit better. It's 3. We made it through season 3.
Season 3, baby.
Not to season 3. Through.
Yeah, that's
season
right.
3.
This is the best of.
Season 3. How are you, Andy?
I am good, Nick. How are you?
I'm good. That was clever introducing
that
each
was.
other.
Yeah, but then pointing it out, not so clever. Classic
Delete
us.
it. Delete it.
Always, yeah, delete it. Delete the whole year.
Yeah,
Terrible.
The whole year?
Yeah.
Terrible. Okay. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to release the whole year. We've already released the whole year.
We have. In fact, we're recording this in November. That's how on the ball we are.
Yeah, we're ahead of the game this year.
Yep, absolutely.
Last couple of years, it's been more cut cut fine.
I feel like we put the best of out like in the beginning of the next
New
year,
year.
didn't we?
Yeah.
So the
Isn't
best
that
of
what-
season 2 we put out in January.
When's this coming out?
Let's put it out in December, mate.
Yeah, wicked. Welcome people in December. How are
Happy
you?
December.
Christmas.
Yeah, how's it been going? I mean, we've been like back here in November. It's pretty bad.
Is it?
But-
Was it so
Oh
bad?
man, have you seen the news?
What happened?
Oh, it's just terrible.
Everything's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same in the future in December. I don't think anyone's looking going, oh no, it's all right. All that stuff was fine.
You don't look to the news for a pick me up, do you?
No, most definitely not. You
Yeah.
come to a podcast made by improv musicians for that.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming to hear the Cosmic Boss Improv Music Podcast Season 3 Best Of.
Yeah, they got a bit serious then. Sorry.
It did,
So-
sorry. Well, this has been a serious year. Like,
Yeah.
in the past, we've had the word comedy connected more to what we're doing.
Yeah.
But this time, it's not been that funny a year, has it?
No, we've been making music. It's been
We
a
have.
far more musical year.
It's been a very musical year.
Even though we've released less this year, or we will have released a similar amount this year as last year.
Yeah.
But the year before, year 1, season 1, we released like
101 songs.
101 songs in 1 year.
1 year. That was nuts.
Yeah.
And then last year we put out 77, something like that.
76, wasn't
76
it? And then
songs
this
in
year
year season
might
2.
be,
And this year's about 50 or 60
yeah,
something.
because we've got something we're holding on to.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah, man. So let's. We're going to walk through our year, right?
Yeah. So
listen-
happy Christmas, happy festive seasons, everybody out there.
Yeah, loving it.
Thank you for coming along. We're basically going to talk about ourselves
Yeah.
and how great we are for the next
We are
hour.
brilliant.
We
Yeah.
are amazing.
It'll be longer than an hour, I think.
It's going to be way longer than an hour.
But
So
you
strap
know,
yourself in. Get a mince pie. Unless you don't eat mince pies,
Then
or get a mince pie still. Give it to someone who likes them.
yeah.
Oh, be the star
That's it.
of the.
Oh,
the
Theo
season
has
is
just walked
appearing.
in. He's not very happy.
It doesn't sound.
Well,
very good, does it?
Well, let's start with.
Well, in fact,
January.
that first song that you've been hearing,
Oh,
you
yeah,
heard,
yeah.
was Space Babies.
Space Babies. Where
Which-
was that from?
That's actually from the middle of the year. We put out an EP in the middle of the year called Virtual Normality,
We did.
and the opening track of that was Space Babies.
Yeah. So that's that was a song that we actually improvised, which
Originally,
you will
Get to hear that later.
Hear that later. We put both in, and we reworked it, rewrote it,
Yeah.
re-recorded
Added that
it,
intro bit.
made a video
Yeah,
starring Theo,
yeah,
who's my son, and your nephew,
and yeah. His name will come up, I'm sure, multiple times.
multiple times. Yeah.
So if you're playing a drinking game along to this podcast, if that's your thing, every time you hear Theo, we
Theo.
mention Theo,
Theo.
you've got a drink. Don't do it with hot tea because it'll burn you.
Theo.
That's- Yeah, well, you're really. So whoever's listening to this podcast, if they're playing that game, they're now already drunk.
Yeah, that's great. It'll be fun for them now. Okay. Well,
So hopefully you're not at work while you're. If you please don't
could be
play
at work.
drinking games at work.
Don't play drinking games at work.
That's-
What if your
that's boss
What
advice.
if your job is a bar?
It's a bar. You are a bar. If you are a bar, then yes, you can drink at work.
Person, someone who works at a bar.
A bar
is what I was
person.
gonna say,
Then you
yeah.
shouldn't really be drinking at work, should you? You should be serving people.
Yeah,
drinks
but I've
for them
got
to
friends
drink.
that used to be bar people and drunk at work.
Were they drunk at work?
Yeah, 100%. And I used to go in and get free drinks. It was brilliant.
Ah, how long did they work in these?
Not very
establishments?
long.
Exactly.
Like, they
I
left
think-
though. Not. Well,
yeah,
they might have got
left.
sacked.
I think
yeah.
they got sacked.
Yeah.
'Cause they kept giving free drinks to
Yeah,
you.
but it was brilliant. It was a good time.
Mm.
Cool. So yeah, that was Space Baby. So our EP came out when October,
I
time.
think. Yep.
And that was a totally improvised song turned into a new tune,
Yeah.
and pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And if you've been following us along, you'll know that that's one of the most important tunes of the year, Space Babies, for
Yeah.
us.
Why?
Because we made lots of great video footage, and
Yeah,
Theo built a rocket.
yeah. And went to space.
Yeah, drink.
Oh, I got drink.
You know you haven't
I
got
felt
drink.
like
You're
I
not
had
playing
to
the
drink.
game then, sorry.
I'm not playing the game.
Confused.
I've only got tea,
Yeah.
of which is very delicious. Because I made it.
Oh, well done.
So
Is that your review? Tea
sorry.
review really early on in the episode.
Praising myself. Yeah. So let's go back to January then.
Let's
Long time ago.
cast our minds
Back.
all the way back.
To January.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
I do, yeah. It was kind of deep COVID times, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all that.
It's like,
yeah, it was.
did you enjoy Christmas? You had one day where you could see people.
Yeah.
Now back indoors, stay inside.
We saw each other still though.
Oh
we?
yeah, of course. Yeah.
So we were in a bubble apparently.
Yeah, we were in a magic bubble.
We were like we were all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we recorded what came out in January in the middle of last year.
Yeah, that's true. So originally it was meant to be the end of season 2.
It was originally, yes.
And instead it got carried over to the beginning of this year.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was episode 17 of our improvisation.
Yeah.
Which is where we make up the song and then cut it up to what you get to hear, right?
Yeah.
In case people don't know what we do. Well,
it's improvisation that we've revised.
Yeah.
So yeah, the name.
And this episode was called Magic I Can Believe
Magic
In.
I Can Believe In.
Do you remember it? Do you remember who done the
It had
artwork?
an awesome cover by one of your friend's daughters.
One of Dre's friend's daughters, yeah. Or for like family friend or something. Like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, man, it's cool. It's a great piece of art.
Absolutely.
Pleased with that. She's only 14 now, maybe. Izzy. She's a ledge. She wants to learn guitar, so I'm going to teach her guitar.
So we'll probably get her on one of our records in the future.
She will feature in the future, almost certainly, yeah. So this episode featured Anya Louisa and Ben Bluebird.
That's right.
Crazy Ben. And Crazy Anya.
Yeah. And we made awesome music videos. We made a music video for Anya the year before.
Yeah, for Anya's own stuff.
Yeah.
And then Anya helped us make videos for these songs.
Yeah.
So should we listen to one of them?
Yeah, let's get
right.
some of that. Let's get some of the January vibe going back.
January vibes going. This song is called
Waiting, featuring Anya Louisa and Ben Bluebird.
It's getting tired of waiting. giving me nothing. I'm not getting anything from you. Giving me nothing. It's getting tired of waiting for you. Exhausted, waiting for you. Waiting for you.
It's beautiful.
That is a tune, man. That song, I cut that song.
You cut that song.
Yeah, so when I revised it, Macy had shown us the first cut of AIM, which is the next song
That's
you're
the
going to hear.
next song. Your
and-
phone did a funny thing.
Oh, my
then.
phone's done a funny thing. And it was totally inspired by him, basically, because he made that tune like banging. And I was like, oh man, I've got to make a banging tune. And that came out.
Your tune needed to be as banginger as AIM was. And
Yeah.
that is true. AIM is a banger.
Yeah, I'd say AIM was a better song.
Waiting is good. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's
a good
nice.
song.
It's catchy.
It's very catchy,
Yeah.
I think.
I think Anya's particularly spectacular in that one.
Yeah, she's great, man. She's
She
a
is
phenomenal
awesome. Big
vocalist.
shout out to Anya.
Anya Louisa. Yeah, check her out. She does.
Thank you very much for gracing the opening episode of our season 3.
Season 3. So this is good, right?
Yeah. It looks a bit. Hold on, is it a bit quiet on the thing?
What's that?
The recording.
No, we're all right.
Oh, that's fine.
It's
I mean,
alright,
we'll leave this
man.
technical
Just
bit in.
Read about it. It's brilliant. Yeah. No, delete it. Delete
the whole
Get rid
thing.
of it.
The
Get
whole
rid of
year,
it.
mate. Go
Delete
on.
the year. Go
Oh
on.
yeah, deleted. Coronavirus.
So, do you like Lego?
I love Lego,
Cool.
but what's that got to do then?
Nothing. It's
Absolutely
just,
nothing.
It's
It's making
important.
small talk.
It's important for people to know what we're about. Like who we are.
Asking each other stupid questions that we wouldn't know the
Just
answer to.
occasionally ask a silly question.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
get to know us a
Do
little bit.
you like jelly?
Yes.
Really? What's your favourite jelly?
Flavour wise, or
Type?
Well, I've only ever had one type of jelly.
You've only ever
well, that's not
there's
true.
like KY jelly.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wouldn't eat that, but
No.
it might be your
I've had-
favourite type of jelly.
It might be my favourite type of jelly. It's not.
It's not.
I like strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
Strawberry KY jelly.
Yeah, because it's
Okay,
double
yeah,
the
double
meaning.
use.
Double use, yeah.
Double purpose.
There you go.
Multi gel.
So, next song is called AIM.
Absolutely.
This might be the best video we've ever made,
It's certainly up there.
in one's opinion.
hmm We rocked the green screen quite hard during COVID restrictions on how you make films. We've found a way to do it by
Yeah.
setting up a green screen in a barn.
Yeah, and
dressing
again,
Anya and dressing Ben.
big shout out to those two. Like they, so if
Absolutely.
you don't know who Anya or Ben are, or you want to know what they look like dressed as weirdos,
Watch
for our
the AIM video.
Watch the AIM video. It's us in a computer game.
Yeah. And
Computer game video AIM.
and watch the waiting video if you want to see Anya kind of looking more normal.
More like
She's
Anya.
just waiting.
She's waiting around a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you made an interesting video out of just waiting around.
We basically took the song incredibly literally.
Yeah.
What's at the core of the song Waiting?
What does it feel like? How do you feel when you're waiting?
I mean, you just sort of you're waiting, aren't you?
You're like,
So
stopped,
something
you know.
better's about to happen, or it might be worse.
But why? Yeah. So like, what's the longest you've waited for something?
Waited for anything.
Anything?
Well, so far I've waited 40 years to die, and it hasn't happened yet. So
You've been
I'm still
waiting
waiting.
4 years to die.
40 years.
Oh, 40. I thought you said
Yeah,
4.
yeah, not
That's
4.
I was like, you're not 4. And then I assumed that at the age of 36, you went, it might happen any day now.
When I turned 36, I was like, yeah, that's it, I'm done. That's enough, really. Like
Yeah.
any other day after this.
This is bonus. Well, congratulations for making it here, man.
Excellent, thanks.
And like, I kind of hope you don't die.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to die.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
fine.
Yeah,
As I
cool.
said, I'm just waiting.
And
And it's
what's
going to happen at some point.
and what's your aim?
What is my aim in life?
What's your aim? What are you aiming
do
for?
something exciting before I die.
Do something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool.
far, that's panning out. We've made 3 seasons of a crazy improvised podcast.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's
I'm
pretty
happy.
good. And so the next song is produced by
By
Chris Macy. It was cut by Chris Macy, who used
Macy.
to be part of us.
He was the master producer for seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. And this record,
Absolutely.
Magic I Can Believe In, was produced by Chris Macy. Yeah, man. So, we'll discuss that in a minute. Let's listen to this song.
Yeah, let's hear it. AIM.
Yeah, AIM. And if you haven't seen it, go and watch the video.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
well,
Don't watch it now.
listen to it now in the podcast.
See
and
if
watch
you
later.
like it,
Yeah,
and if you like it, go and watch the video. If you don't like it, but you want to see an interesting video, go and watch the video.
And then you can just turn the music off when you're watching it. If you don't like the song, so
Just
definitely watch the video. In fact, cue it up now. We'll do a little countdown. So
Yeah.
open up YouTube on something else on your phone, like there. That's it. Get to the beginning of AIM. Or you might have to skip the ads. We'll hold on a sec.
Wait 5
Press the
seconds for
button.
the ad.
Hold on. We'll wait. You press the button. Skip the ads. Okay. Now pause it. And now once it's paused, right, start it in. Should we do a little countdown? Yeah. In 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, actually, the video's got a bit of an intro bit, hasn't it? It's different. Oh, well, hold on.
Look. We're overcomplicating it. I think listen to the song now, and then later watch the video. Or pause after the song. You might be like, oh, that was a cool song. I want to hear it again, and watch the video. Bosh. Go and watch it. Come back. Press play.
I mean, we've given them lots of options.
Or just do whatever you want.
Do whatever you like, really.
Yeah.
But hopefully you've chosen my option and you've queued up the video, in which case, unpress pause, as in press play,
Yeah.
in 3, 2, 1, go.
This song's called AIM.
We burn to the ground, then paint our eyes with the ashes. Filling the ice trays with tears for our rounds, for them to fall again from our lashes. That's just how we play. That's just how we play. Sharp quill to the heart, and our heart bleeds onto the paper. And everyone has their purpose. Who's gonna be the victor? Who's gonna be the victor? So we push and we pull, and no one knows our aim. We scratch and we scream, and no one knows our game. So we pull, and no one knows our aim. We scratch and we scream, and no one knows our aim. And we play it Wake up to hide and seek. At night it's rock, paper, scissors. Anyone that we meet, they don't know they're playing with us. Everyone has their part, the lover, the liar, the other. Everyone plays a part in this comedy, this tragedy.
I really enjoyed listening to AIM.
Did you?
I did.
Did you? When was the last time you listened to it?
Just then.
Before then?
Just before then.
Yeah.
But not that long ago. I really like the video, and I must admit I've watched the video multiple times because I know we worked on it and we made it. But I'm pretty proud of that video.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a super cool video.
It's fun.
We took a look. It was a total experiment, wasn't it? And we used green screen a little bit in a few ideas, but it was solely like we're going to make this feel like a computer game, and multiple computer games from our childhood. Yeah. Where we tried a bit of Final Fantasy,
bit of Metal Gear Solid, bit of Street Fighter,
bit of Mario, bit of Street Fighter. The whole ending is mental.
Absolutely.
And it looks great. Some like really low key special effects, like influenced by Adam and Joe, basically.
I think they're releasing something like soon that's like a celebration of their show.
Yeah, it's like 20 years old or something.
Over 20 years old.
Is it over 20?
Yeah, it was the late 90s, wasn't it? I think mid 90s.
What absolute heroes!
Absolutely, big shout out to Adam and Joe. They're a huge influence on us.
Do you? Who's your favourite out of Adam and Joe? Get to know Andy.
Well, when I was younger, Adam was my favourite for sure. But as I've grown older, I've grown to have a much stronger appreciation for Joe, and I find Joe a lot funnier in different ways.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But they're amazing
they're
together.
Genius.
Together,
man.
Phenomenal.
I think I kind of similar. I think Adam's podcast though. Adam is far more in the.
Adam's an entertainer.
He's a presenter.
Right?
Yeah,
he's great
his podcast is brilliant. Check that out. Absolutely. Adam Buxton podcast.
I was not trying to take anything away from Adam.
No. Oh no, certainly
you
were. Yeah, but Joe is also a legend.
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's stop promoting their podcasts. And stuff. What are we doing now?
Let's listen to another great tune from that awesome episode with Anya.
So this was like, we kind of narrowed this down quickly, didn't we? So we picked 3 from Magic Icon Believing, and this was the 3rd one. We had a couple more that we thought about putting in.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 12-track album.
Yeah,
I think.
12 tracks. 12 tracks, made up on the spot.
There's a whole load of gold on there.
Yeah, but we picked Witching Hour, which is one that you cut.
This is one that I cut up,
And then
I revised this one. Yeah. Andy, just in case you're not sure who was saying that.
They
can say your name before everything.
They can see it now.
Well, only if they're watching the video version of this. If they're not,
then it'd be ridiculous.
Andy. I didn't say anything. You shouldn't say my name and then not say anything. That's confusing.
Nick. Exactly, yeah, you can't just say that. Anyway, this song is called Witching Hour.
Andy, yeah, that's what it's called.
And the witches will gather round. 3 a.m. is witching hour. 3 a.m. and the witches. 3 a.m. gather witching around. never sleep.
You've got work in like a few hours.
I never sleep. Here for a good time.
Are you addicted to coffee or other caffeinated products?
I definitely am.
Yeah, that will be why you're not asleep at 3 a.m.
Not my problem. It's the universe's problem. And it's 3 a.m. It's witching. Now it's 3 a.m. It's witching.
Is this the Witches' Convention?
Yeah.
Yep, you all gathering around here,
Yes.
are
Yeah,
you?
we're having a seance.
Fantastic!
Scylla, what the hell are you doing back here?
Oh, damn it, you worked out it was me.
Yeah,
I thought
I-
you were having another seance.
No,
Now he's going to
no.
come back.
A seance wouldn't bring you back, mate.
No, but Beyonce's not dead yet, so it doesn't bring her back yet.
Look, I know you feel like you've been missed, you haven't. If I give you this, will you leave?
Oh my God, look at all that cooking. Thank you very much. I'll see you all later.
Bye,
Bye,
Scylla.
Scylla.
Bye, Scylla.
Jesus.
Mate, we've got to stop getting her back.
Well, we should stop leaving Ouija boards around.
Yeah. Squeegee boards.
Covered in cocaine.
Luigi boards.
Luigi boards, that summons Mario. Or
that-
Luigi, probably.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
Luigi's catchphrase? I mean, we know what Mario is, but...
I'm a Mario.
Yeah, but what's Luigi's?
I'm
He doesn't
Luigi.
say,
Does he
I'm a
not?
Luigi.
Does he
It's-
not?
No, does he?
He goes, yeah.
I mean, Mario goes, yippee!
Yeah,
and
Mario-
it's a Mario!
Mario's got a pretty high-pitched voice for a plumber with a moustache.
Well, maybe he was in some sort of accident. I mean, he does jump pretty high. I mean,
Pretty
I imagine him...
He loves climbing through pipes.
He does.
Doesn't he, like-
That's not really what plumbers do, is it?
No,
Plumbers are not like,
no.
oh, come, I'll just wire up your thing with all these pipes. But hold on, I've just got to crawl through them all quickly. Just check they're all, yeah, that's all good. All your piping. I'm sorry I broke it all by crawling all through it because I'm a human.
Exactly. The best thing about that whole story is you said, I'm going to wire up your pipes.
Yeah, that's how plumbers say it, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, if
I
your
don't think
name's
that's
Mario
true.
and you live in a mushroom kingdom
Yeah.
where a giant lizard comes and steals...
What is he? Bowser.
Is he
Is he a turtle?
Is
He's got like a
turtle
shell.
lizard?
He's got to be like a turtle or tortoise.
some
or
sort of
something, right?
tortoise.
Tortoise dragon.
Bowser, he's the most misunderstood bad guy
Yeah.
in computer game canon. It makes sense because our last video was about computer
games.
So
Yeah, well,
that's it, tying it together.
So yeah, so
Genius.
look at that, back around. So that song was called Witching Hour.
It was.
That was, I think Anya's vocal, especially on that one, is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a nice
Um,
tune.
The recording of that whole session was like pretty epic.
Yeah, absolutely.
In
was.
fact, it was a 2-day session, if I remember rightly.
It was.
And the second session is yet to be released.
It remains currently in limbo.
Yeah. Episode 18.
Yeah, the lost episode 18.
Does exist. And there are some songs that
Some
are
songs
kind of
are-
done.
yeah.
But we'll see we'll cross those bridges. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I mean, if you start petitioning us for it, then
If we can
Well,
have
maybe
the
we'll start a
time.
Kickstarter. It's like, do you want to hear it? Well, then you gotta buy it. Pay us. Give
Can
us money.
somebody like start a Kickstarter to get us kickstarted? Kickstarter's like
Kickstart us into kickstarting
Can
ourselves.
you set up our Kickstarter?
If you're listening out there and you know how to
Kickstart
get us some money, can you do that? Please?
That'd be brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
the best.
So I'm going to change the mood a little bit. Or not change the
Changing
mood
the
a little
mood.
bit because the music in the background's really happy.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh,
not makes you
that's
want to
right.
boogie.
We're going
But like there was a
through
big
the-
change after episode 17.
There was.
What happened, mate? Explain it.
Well, we were moving now into season 3, and we were having lots of chats with Macy, and his workload and what he was doing was getting a bit too much for him, and he
Yeah.
decided to step away from Boss and pursue other things.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
He's a very busy guy.
And Boss is a very busy time schedule and requires a lot of time, especially from the guy who's producing the whole thing. So
Yeah, absolutely. And he did an amazing job for 2 years.
Oh,
And
mate, yeah, man, this is amazing. I love that he's our brother, right?
Big
It's
love to
amazing.
Macy.
Big love to Macy. He's not actually our brother.
No.
And just so you're aware, that was Nick talking.
Oh yeah, sorry, Andy. I said it. Oh yeah, sorry.
We're doing it after now, Nick.
Well, try and remember to say it before, Andy. But
Yeah.
if you forget, then
Don't worry about
say it
it.
afterwards,
Nick.
Andy.
So
That was Nick
Um,
sniggering, by the
so,
way, just in case
yeah.
you were wondering.
So,
you didn't prefix it. You didn't go. Nick.
Sorry. So we kind of had a reshuffle. Like the original idea was, well, we didn't take a break really, did you and I? Like,
Well, we weren't really sure what we were going to do. At that point, we were saying like we were going to have a bit of a break and rethink and work out where to go next. We knew we didn't want to continue doing things in the way we were doing them because
we almost couldn't.
yeah,
really.
well, and revisation is very, very taxing because it's spending lots of time in the post-production.
Yeah.
Where like when you're improvising something, if you can improvise it and make it more coherent at the time,
Then, yeah,
you spend
why?
a lot less time in the
Of course.
in the edit. And we also wanted to do stuff that was a bit more live. Like so, the thing about revisation was it was very difficult to try and do that live because you're
cutting
very
it out.
focused in trying to make what you're doing at the time.
Polished as
Yeah.
well, like super polished. That's why I think some people don't believe when you tell them this is all made up on the spot. It's like it is. It's just cut up to, which is why it doesn't.
It doesn't
necessarily
feel
sound like it is.
doesn't feel made up because of that. Because we've gone in and revised it. Whereas we kind of knew we didn't want to try and continue that line.
Yeah, I felt like we couldn't continue that line
No.
because without Macy's the technical guy.
Yeah, he's
like
the proper
like,
producer.
we've learnt a lot since then about doing it, and we kind of started doing it ourselves. In fact, we have started doing that ourselves. But like without him, it was much more difficult. And at the time, you and I were playing lots of covers. Like we started
So we
doing some covers
we thought let's go back to our roots and like
the guitar.
Yeah, and we did some live streaming and
done
played
quite a
through
bit
a bunch
of
of old
live streaming.
tunes. And yeah, we just
done
kind of
some auditions and stuff as well. Right?
absolutely we got accepted onto that weird platform that then we
that
performed on and
that
made
no
no
one
money.
uses.
Yeah.
But it was cool, man. It was like we've done it on Instagram and Facebook. We've been listened to. Like we streamed quite a
Absolutely.
bit. Like playing a few pretty famous songs, and then we kind of it was your idea basically to be like, let's get Joe in, right?
Well, so whenever of all the people we've worked with, we always had this bit of a barrier when we were working with Joe, as in we were always trying to make him play along to click tracks. And
This is Joe Philogene,
Joe
by the way.
Philogene.
It's the legend that is Joe Philogene, who features on like the next 4 records we released this year.
yeah, and that's it. He's like
I say features on. He is part of Boss Live, isn't he? Like,
well, that's it. So
he
we
is
brought
part
Joe
of Boss
in,
now.
and we were like, okay, we're going to change our tact up this time. We did a pilot from which one of these tunes you're about to hear was from originally, where we just sat and we jammed, and we were like, wow, this it had its own unique feel, and we were like, okay, let's
record it.
Let's go to episode because we've got a podcast and we need to put something out.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of stuff going on, didn't we? We put out an episode about Mike Schur. We chatted about Mike Schur and how much we love him.
Yeah, we done. Yeah, we were finding our feet in several avenues. I think like that is also something I'd like to revisit, doing podcasts about other things that we can just chat nonsense about.
Absolutely,
Nick. And then we can continue to do that as well as find our feet in what was to do. And I think that was it. All it was kind of like a day of jamming, and we went right. Like we've just got to start recording this stuff. And the first record we done, which is called Soundscapes in the Moment, which came out in May.
That's right, May the 1st.
We essentially just stuck a microphone in the middle of the 3 of us and pressed record, and that's essentially what came out. Like it's been mixed a little bit and produced a little bit, but you can't do too much to one microphone. And this became like wow, man, this is super easy, super interesting, super different, like not always great, sometimes gold. Like, and I think we've done some pretty interesting things with this experiment since then.
I completely agree. So let's transition from the wintry times of the year into the beginnings of spring.
Beginnings of spring, yeah. So let's have it. Should we listen to it?
Yeah. So this song's called Like Minded, and it's from Improvisation 1, Soundscapes in the Moment. Andy.
like the wind to the beat. And if that doesn't work, try being more like me. That's a sweet avoid all hefty feet. Although paper does, money don't come from trees. Remember to always forget. Your role isn't quite over yet. Like a clerk in an office, or the girl out to sea. Only if only they could be here with me. Remember to always forget. Your meal isn't quite ready yet. Like rust in the workings, or sun-bleached tapestries. Forget to remember what a memory could be. Remember to always forget. You're worth more than you'll ever get. Like radio silence on the TV, like visual radioactivity. The passive aggressions and stark futility. Remember to always forget. Remember to always forget.
Beautiful.
It's pretty long, isn't it?
It's really long.
Really
it's
long.
like 10 minutes. We sent that to New Music Saturday. So like they were used to if you've not heard of them, they're guys that do like a weekend. The song's still going on. It's not even finished. Oh, but now the sound bed's kicked in underneath.
Yeah, and they played it. They played the whole.
They played it in its
9.5
entirety.
minutes
It's 10 minutes. I
10
think
minutes.
it clocks in at 10 minutes.
Amazing. Well,
And
it's so that was so like what I love about it is like that is all one microphone.
Yeah.
That's you. So Andy mixes and produces the
improvised
improv
ones,
stuff.
yeah.
So like like it is super raw, but that's something so warming about that. It's man. It was the birth of something quite interesting, I think, and fun.
Absolutely, and if you're interested, go and check out the video for that, because the other thing we've made lots of videos for the last 2 years while we were doing revisation. We were always trying to come up with music videos. Obviously, at the beginning of this year, we did Aim and Waiting. We were like, oh, well, what do we do with that thing? Like, because this music didn't really suit the idea of us going out and shooting music videos for it, really. Although later on we obviously did for Space Babies and stuff coming up, but that's really the only one. Like we kind of started messing about with some ideas on so what
editing
we had,
suites, right?
So for this song in particular and a couple of others from this episode, we took sunrises and sunsets that I'd filmed from the beach and out of my window, Andy.
Cool.
Because I live by Brooklands Park in the UK. Secret environment.
Look at
You're
that.
not allowed
You
to
live.
know.
You,
I don't know where you're listening from. You don't care.
I
Doesn't
know,
matter.
but
Anyway,
what's
I can
interesting-
oversee.
hang on, hear me out, Granny. What's interesting, you named the park and then
that's
named
important.
the whole country.
Yeah, somewhere in
the four countries.
one of the Brooklands parks
Park
in the UK.
UK.
I live by there. It's also by the sea, so
Okay.
that narrows it down
But
quite a
yeah.
chunk. I think.
Okay, fair
But
play.
anyway, and my postcode. No, I'm not going to tell you my postcode. Or I could tell you my postcode and then say
Don't.
Nick, so you
Don't.
think it's your postcode.
Yeah, but I don't live by the
That'll
beach.
be all right,
I live
that's
like 5 minutes from the beach. You
Yeah.
live 30 seconds from the beach.
Anyway, this is relevant.
It's relevant.
So anyway, we get beautiful sunsets from our window because
Yeah.
our flat's quite elevated, and I often film them, and it was like, well, I've got to be able to do something with this because it's so beautiful.
You had multiple,
I
right?
had lots of
like,
them, yeah.
You've done this on a regular basis, sunrises and sunsets. So
Yeah.
like the sunrise is on the beach, the sunset is from your flat.
Yeah.
So basically, it was kind of your idea. So we decided to film ourselves recording the improv.
Yeah.
Just one wide camera, film in the room. Like again, not really thinking about it. It's just like let's record something, see what happens, and then kind of basically merge the two.
We overlaid us over the sunrise and sunset, and
Done some tweaks and done some bits and went let's put these out. These are interesting. They're quite spacey and beautiful.
yeah.
Certainly set a mood. So the more videos for you to go and watch. Okay, so if you press pause in 3. Well, don't press pause. I need to tell you why to press pause.
Yeah, don't press pause.
Don't do that.
Don't
Shut
press
up.
pause. Don't listen to him.
Sometimes
Don't listen
it
to
doesn't
Nick,
work, mate.
Andy. Anyway,
Yeah.
well, the first improv we did before we did the full improvisation 1 session, we did a jam with Joe just to see how it would go, and he started playing this bit of ngoni, which is that amazing stringed instrument that you're hearing him play, and we started to improvise over the top of it, and the song that we improvised ended up being called Perplexed, and it's one of our most watched videos on YouTube. Actually, I think it's like 3,500 times.
Look
Something
at
like that.
that.
It's a well watched and liked video, so go and check that out. And that was us. That was the pilot basically for this, and so we recreated it for episode 1. And
Episode 1 came quite shortly after that jam.
oh yeah,
if
it
I
was only
remember
like a couple of
rightly.
weekends,
Yeah.
or maybe even the following weekend.
Yeah.
And we also streamed a section of it, so the middle 5 songs I think from that episode were actually streamed on Instagram and Facebook and
Somewhere else.
yeah, and Sessions, the thing that we were
Session.
doing our live thing on.
Yeah.
And so this next song is called Perplexed, and that's from improvisation 1. And
Extra
I
outro.
am perplexed.
Extra
Oh
outro.
my God.
I'm perplexed.
I'm always perplexed.
I'm so perplexed.
It's always you, and I'm always perplexed.
I am perplexed.
Yeah. Respect the
Perplexed.
fact that you are always perplexed.
You're always perplexed.
This is
Okay, we don't need to make a new version of the song.
I just got excited.
That was perplexed though. That was good. Yeah.
It's amazing that that's an improv. Like Joe. Oh,
Go on, keep going.
yeah.
And me neither. We haven't pressed record on the video.
We
late
told
video.
you now. Yeah, so we've started Hello Video. So if you're just listening, you'll be like, oh, this bit's stupid. These guys are idiots. Cut that bit out. But we can't cut it out now because it's in the video. So what we're talking about? We were talking about Perplexed.
Yeah.
Perplexed is a beautiful tune that was
Yeah.
improvised, and Joe played that fantastic bit of Ngoni,
Yeah.
and we worked out the chords to go over it. It was from the...
That's kind of what music is, isn't it?
It is,
Someone
basically.
playing something and working out what to play over the top of it.
And yeah,
That's that song.
and just
Yeah.
riffing around the word
Yeah.
Perplexed.
Yeah, it was cool, man, because it was, as we said earlier, like just a one-off thing that we captured and have kind of tweaked a bit, and there it is.
Yeah.
That's the version that came out.
Well, that one from the episode was actually from the live stream. We've probably already talked about this on the podcast.
We have, probably.
So
but
we might be repeating ourselves. If
Yeah.
we're repeating ourselves, it's because, like, in between Perplexed and now, we had a little break.
Yeah,
Like
a little bit.
like a few days break. And
Yeah.
now we're back.
Okay, we're back again.
So if we accidentally repeat ourselves...
Oh, we sound slightly different.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, and
Do
we
we
should
sound
tell you
slightly
which...
different?
I'm Andy.
I'm Nick. In case we sound different to
Yeah.
earlier, like,
Yeah.
look, that is welcome in everybody into our issues as producers.
As
Going,
lazy
we're
podcasters.
too lazy to do this in one sitting. We're going to do it too.
Yeah, well, it's the best of our year, and we got a lot of songs out this year.
Yeah, it's a long one. It's a long one. So that was Perplexed and came out in May
It did.
on Soundscapes in the Moment, Improv 1. So we're going to move on to Improv 2. So
Improv 2.
we recorded the two sessions quite close to each other, did we not? The first two?
Yeah, there wasn't, I think, maybe a couple of weeks between.
Couple of weeks. Yeah, that's quite short for us though.
It
Like,
is.
normally we sit on something for a bit and then put it out and then do another one, you know.
And just quickly off the bat, Sunrise Reflections, which is the Improv 2,
Next one.
is probably my favourite record that we've made this year.
Nice. Okay.
Certainly out of the improvs, I think it was. It feels really, really together. It's a great record.
Yeah, cool, man.
Encourage people to listen to it if you haven't.
We've done a lot of videos to this song. This
videoed
song,
the
this album.
The entire album. It's like 2 hours long, 2 hour improv, and we've
videoed.
made video for all of it.
Yeah.
So, and we released it as a whole film, so it's there if you want to go and watch it.
You should go and watch it.
Yeah.
Or you can watch it all individually if you'd rather.
If you'd rather.
So one of the songs is coming up is one from that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. In
What's
fact,
the
it's
song? What is
second
the song? What is it?
The song is called Bad Decisions.
Okay, and why is it the second song? What was the first song?
The first song on Sunrise Reflections is called Time Is Now.
Why aren't we playing that one?
Because Bad Decisions is better.
This is Bad Decisions.
Teacher is having a breakdown. Technology told all the skills. Always on a digital playground. Hormones regulated by pills. It's just a bad decisions. Bad decision. decisions, bad decisions. Actions reduced to just pixels, motion switched out for memes, all the thumbs up on the status, seduced by the notes on the screen. It's just a bad decisions, bad decisions, bad decisions, bad decisions. Doctor is having a break now. She's been on her feet for a week, while pompous pricks go on a powwow. Continue the causing the bleak. Further bad decisions, bad decisions, bad decisions, bad
That is my favourite song on the record, I think.
Bad Decisions is your favourite tune from the record.
We've worked it a couple of times, haven't we? We've done it live. We do it live.
Yep, it was Joe. It was our opening track when we performed live.
Yeah, we shortened it a little bit, I think, for live, didn't we?
We did. Was that a bad decision though?
Possibly. That's what you just don't know. Is it a bad decision?
You're never sure.
But I remember recording that one specifically because we, as you say, it's the second song. We started a bit slower, and then as soon as the repetitive vocal came in, we jumped all over it.
Bad decisions.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, that's easy.
I'm sure there's some of that in there somewhere.
We went a bit barber shop.
Bad decision. Yeah, mate, tune. Is that Joe? Did Joe start that one?
I imagine so. Often, if it's got an Ngoni in it, then Joe sets the tone, and we find the chords that go around it.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. In Bad Decisions, there's some really dodgy acoustic guitar playing.
Yeah, who's playing it?
It was me playing the acoustic guitar, and I fess up. But I thought, well, the song's called Bad Decisions, so actually, those decisions are representative of the themes of the song. It's not me being a rubbish player.
Yeah,
I'm actually purposefully
playing badly.
Yeah, I did it on purpose, man. The reason those chords are terrible is because, the song was called Bad Decisions.
But was that a bad decision to do that?
I mean, yes, and that's good because that plays into the theme.
Okay. Well done, man.
Thanks.
It's great.
It's super meta. That's how we like to start the record.
Yeah, I like it. Cool, man. So, what's the next song?
So the next song that we've chosen from Sunrise Reflections,
which came out when? Sorry,
it came out on June the 1st.
June the 1st.
Yeah.
So we did do May and June. We released albums 1 and 2 a month apart.
We did. Wow.
Yeah. Two albums in 2 months.
But like you said, they were recorded pretty close together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were.
We had them. So yeah, the next song is called Intentionally, and this is based on another set of lyrics that I'd written in the book.
Yeah. About what?
So it was around this time when after we'd done Soundscapes in the Moment, I started writing lots and lots of lyrics.
Yeah.
So we had several sets to flip through.
You
and
do that a
choose.
lot. You do
I do
write
do that.
lyrics a lot. It's good.
It's something I like doing.
I like you doing it.
You like me
as
doing
well.
it too,
I
do you?
I really do.
I do. I love writing a little lyric down.
Me too.
Right. And I like doing it while the sun is rising because it's like, sunrise.
So you're up early every day?
I'm an early riser.
Every day? Even at the weekend?
Yep.
What's early?
Well, like 6:30. I suppose it's not
Yeah,
that early.
no, that's
compared
pretty
to
early
you.
though. Like I'm also a 6:30 every morning riser. Like can't help it.
Yeah.
But I don't get to watch the sunrise.
Oh.
I have to get ready.
You have
go
to get
to work.
ready. Yeah. I go and I'm a sunrise watcher,
Yeah, that's nice, man.
and it's a nice way to start the day.
And you filmed loads of them,
I filmed absolutely loads of them. So
and we made videos. In fact, if you watch the video, then you'll be able to see Andy's sunrises.
there's a sunrise and a sunset. They open and close sunrise reflections.
I do. Or should we listen to Intentionally?
Yeah. So this is another song from that thing. It's called Intentional.
solving the crime. Intentionally.
That's also one that we kind of perform live, right?
Yep.
We performed that live.
We didn't.
We didn't actually perform it live, but we
It was going to be our closing song, but we got told one more song.
Yeah,
so
that's all right.
Intentionally got jettisoned. Intentionally, in fact.
Intentionally.
It was put there for that reason.
That's fine.
To be jettisonable.
It's cool, man. It's another tune that goes somewhere different. I think, like, you know, so this being only our second improv session, really, apart from, say, us having a jam when we've done Perplexed and stuff, like, we go into this second session in such a different space to how we went into one. It's like, one was like the practice. It was like, yeah, we can pull this off. It'll be all right. And then two was like, okay, cool. How do we make this cool now? Like,
oh, absolutely. And yeah, I feel like we knocked it out of the park.
Like, that's it, man. That is raw, made up on the spot. Like, you know, it doesn't get any rawer than it, and it sounds cool. Like, it's nice nobody else does it. It's great.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's easy. So I don't understand why no one else
Nobody else does it.
it.
Don't worry about it, mate.
But that's good. There probably is loads of people out there that are doing this. If you make a podcast, an improv music podcast, and you want to like say, hey, we make an improv podcast. I'm assuming you're listening to this now, otherwise you wouldn't be hearing me.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing this and you're connecting in, and you're like, oh man, I make an improv music podcast. Yeah. That's why I'm listening to yours.
Yeah.
Why haven't you guys found mine?
I don't know.
That's probably what they're asking themselves right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're asking yourself that question, why haven't Cosmic Boss found my improv music podcast? Just send us an email.
Okay.
At cosmicboss@gmail.com.
But on a more serious note to that, because like, I don't know if there's any. I hope there is other people.
Let's put out the call.
I hope there are other people who call us or email us.
Don't call us.
Email
Nobody
us.
calls people anymore.
They do. Phones still exist. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's for playing games and stuff.
Oh right. Oh, okay. Well, you're not working hard enough.
My phone is my games console.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's phone's their games console, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
So yeah, let's have another song from Sunrise Reflections.
Well, let's mention so the videos that we shot for all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So we've done the sunrises and this was at a period of time where we weren't doing any video work really. Before this, we'd done a couple of little pieces, but we weren't like AIM and Waiting earlier on in the year. We weren't making like serious music videos. We were kind of experimenting with footage, right?
But then something else maybe is the right time to mention is that in the first improv record, there was 2 pieces of improv music that we set Words of Wisdom to.
Yeah.
And we put Terence McKenna on what we named Words of Wisdom 1, and then Robert Anton Wilson on
Words of Wisdom 2.
Words of Wisdom 2.
Quickly, so Words of Wisdom is us improvising a piece of music and then putting a speech or part of a talk or something by these people over the top.
Something uplifting, something wise, something to ponder, something for your mind to chew over. And we had these pieces of improv music.
Something smart. It's also like something really enhancing about it. Having some music behind them almost makes listening to them easier, I find.
Oh, completely.
It's great. It's a great combination. So we've done a couple of them on this record as well, right?
Yep, so on Sunrise Reflections we used Ramdas, and in fact we used him multiple times.
4 times.
Yeah, he's on
3, 4, 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Is that right? Something like that?
No, hold on, so he's on 3 and 4 from that episode, but we also used him on a song called Be Here Now.
Yeah.
So he's on that record 3 times.
Be Here Now.
And then we also used him on the follow-up record.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
So the video front was us experimenting with essentially the footage of the three of us recording, and then overlaying sunsets and moving objects and things that we filmed, and then we venture into a bit of crazy space stuff. And
so when we came to we originally were only going to do a few songs from this record, from Sunrise Reflections, and make some videos for them. But as we started to make them, they were like, "Oh, this is quite interesting." I think Bad Decisions was one of the first ones we made.
I remember you going, "Mate, can we make a video for every song?" And me going, "No."
I remember that too.
Do you remember that? I was like, dude, that's a ridiculous task. Like, what you're asking us to make 14 videos in like a week or something. I was like, mate. But it turned out pretty easy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. By 7 or 8, I was like, oh, I'm doing it with my eyes shut now. But they look cool. Like, that's the fun thing. I love making videos together because we just push and we're like, yeah, man, I'm happy with that. So like, let's move on. Like, it looks cool enough that we can make it work. We'll move on, and we make stuff really fast on it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a budget or anything. It's just what we do in our spare time for fun. So.
And also, the good thing about the next song, from the record, is it's got Joe doing some vocals.
Joe does some singing,
some vocals.
Absolutely, awesome vocals.
Vocals. If Joe phones you, do you go vocals?
No,
why not?
Because that's talking about it in the past tense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I might say if Joe calls, tell him why have you got my phone in the first place?
Why have you got my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Well, it's good that people want to get to know us, so if you don't use the word Joe calls, that's interesting. People like that. Like what shoe size are you?
I will not disclose that.
Why?
Because
personal.
Well, yeah, it's personal information. I don't want anyone.
You're worried that somebody might start cloning you based on your shoe size.
Not based on my shoe size, but it's extra information.
Yeah, I reckon people can guess your shoe size.
Guess?
Yeah, okay, from looking at you. There's a million photos of you somewhere.
But is there that many photos of my feet?
But possibly in it. Okay, email in what you think Andy's shoe size is.
Yeah, email cosmicboss@gmail.com. What is Andy's foot size?
But anyway, should we listen to a song?
Yes, let's listen to Feel the World, which is from Sunrise Reflections, and it features Joe Philogene on vocals.
Sweet, man. Well done.
Yeah.
for the world.
Yeah.
That's a nice note, man. I thought there was an originally in the song.
Cheeky Jeff.
I think that is one of the best improvs we've done as well. Like Joe's singing is super awesome in that like he doesn't normally sing. Like for some reason he's cool singing with us.
He
doesn't sing a lot. Or does he sing a lot? He maybe does sing a lot.
He doesn't, and well, yeah. I mean, we've managed to get him to sing on every one of our records at some point.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, which is kind of cheeky of us, I think. Yeah. But
that's a cool tune, man. And
he's got such an earthy voice. It's so
he's
so real and rich.
It's huge.
And,
it's got a lovely tone to it, and it says, man, he brings something different to the table. It's great.
Yeah, and like you said, Feel the World is one of the most interesting bits of music we've made because it's built around the two guitars and Joe's doing percussion elements. He's not playing the ngoni, he's not, but yet it feels very worldly.
Well, didn't we go for that approach with the video? We went for earthly and animals and things. Did we?
Yeah, lots of forests and jungles and rain. There's an awesome lioness at the end.
Yeah, man, lioness, gotta love that. Sweet. They're the three songs that made it from Improv 2, Sunrise Reflections. So we're gonna hear another song from the EP that we made.
Yeah.
Take It Easier.
Take It Easier. So we opened the record, this whole best of with Space Babies.
Yeah, that's the first single from it.
The second track from Virtual Normality EP was Take It Easier. And made probably our best. So we wanted obviously to venture back into the world of proper music videos.
Yeah. So we had previously done Space Babies.
Yeah. Had we? Yeah.
Yes. We've previously done 2 videos of Space Babies.
Yeah, well, you're going to hear about that coming up.
About that later. Yeah.
And so So
we shot. I've got a son. I'm Nick.
Yeah,
I've got a son.
Nick.
Theo. You heard about him. You know about him.
I know about him. I'm his uncle.
Do you know what size his feet are?
Small.
Yeah.
Very small.
Tiny.
Currently.
He's actually got huge feet apparently. But anyway.
Massive mega baby feet.
Mega baby feet. That is what they said when he got measured. They went, oh my god, he's got mega baby feet.
MBF. Mega baby feet.
Yeah, he's got MBF. He suffers from MBF.
Whoa.
Right. Oh, is it suffering? That's a good thing, having big feet. Good balance.
Good balance.
Yeah.
Maybe
big
better
shoes.
at football. Do you think he might be a footballer?
Yeah.
Do footballers have big feet?
Some possibly do.
Like basketball players obviously are advantaged because they're really, really tall.
They got big feet as well.
They're pretty close to the basket, which is why they're really good at it. It gives them an advantage.
Yeah, of course.
So
footballers need the best footballer in the world's got the biggest feet, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm wondering, is that it? So
is it the same in handball? Like you need massive hands. Like, can you play handball with them big foam hands on, but stick some make them stronger? Stick some rods in the fingers and bang, you've got massive hands for handball.
You'd be a better goalie.
Or better goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's genius, right? We should create a new sport.
Called Idiot Ball.
Idiot ball. People will like that though.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
Idiot ball.
It's just stupid. Anyway, so I had a son, we recorded a video. This was that we spoke about doing a video for this song. So you wrote this song, right?
Yeah.
You wrote this song a few years back?
This is one of my old songs. It was off an EP that I put out 8 years ago or something, 7 years ago.
Yeah. And then so we knew this was going to be the next single, and we have a child who likes messing around.
Yeah, so we made him every member of the band.
We made him a whole band.
Yeah.
He's every member of a band. How did you find the video shoot for this?
It was amazing.
It was hilarious, I remember.
Absolutely. Shooting Theo is just phenomenal. He's so camera ready.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's perfect. He's and
he played his part.
Came out so well.
I think that was it. What was always going to be interesting for me was can we capture enough footage of him doing each thing? And once he was into it, and if you got him into it, even if it was for 10 seconds, that's great. That's all we need.
Totally in it. 100%.
And he's and eventually once he was comfortable, he was like, yeah, man, I'll hit the hell out of this. It's brilliant. The drum kit pushing over section is the best thing in the video.
It was great, and obviously we were hoping on having the green screen section be a bit more him playing the guitar, but he's fascinated with just running at the green screen.
Yeah.
So well, okay, we just put that bit in instead.
It's also nice, man. Like it is that we're not trying to be what we're not. We're not. It's a home video, basically.
Oh, completely.
Like it's brilliant. Like that's why I like it. It doesn't matter that we're in it a little bit. Yeah, man, this is a tune as well. I'm especially proud of it because for recording it and producing it and playing a solo on it, which I used to get wrong when we played it live, but I get it right now.
Yeah,
And you only because you said to me, mate, people are going to want to hear this solo proper.
yeah, of
So
course.
I had to learn
It's a good solo.
Yeah, man. Well, let's listen to it. Yeah,
Let's listen
this
to
is
it.
the second single we released on Virtual Normality. This is "Take It Easier."
Rushing around all day won't make the pain go away. You drag it like an anchor, the shackle to your ankle. Try and not let the stress get in the way of some rest. To get all the things done, just tackle them one by one. Cause what's easily said is never easily done. What's easily fought is never easily won. Just take it easier. Take it easier. Cause what's easily said is never easily done. What's easily fought is never easily won. Just take it easier. Take it easier. Take it easier. Remember, this is fun. You could skip instead of run. Sure, you'll meet resistance. Calmly be persistent. You can put down the stresses. There is no one it impresses. Take the time to chill before it gets you ill. Cause what's easily said is never easily done. What's easily fought is never easily won. Just take it easier. Take it easier. Cause what's easily said is never easily done. What's easily fought is never easily won. Just take it easier. Take it easier. Take it easier.
Yo, take it easy.
Take it easier. Cause what's easily said is never
Fam.
easily
Oh.
done.
Yeah.
It's a bit hip hop.
I went a bit hip hop for it.
Yeah,
I
cool.
thought, take it easier, fam.
Yeah,
That should
I
go
like
next
it.
single.
Okay, cool.
It won't
That's-
be.
Yeah, man, that's tune. Beautiful pop tune, man. Love
Thanks.
it. Love it.
It came out very well.
Yeah.
And
So-
the video is
Video's
fantastic.
great, yeah.
Like, maybe my favourite video of the year.
Really?
Even though all the other ones were way more complicated. Take it easy. It's just really easy to
Yeah.
watch and really
Yeah,
sweet.
it's-
And the
it's
video
sweet.
is
It's sweet and
fantastic
beautiful,
throughout
yeah.
it.
I'd say I prefer it to Space Babies, but I think AIM was a pretty big highlight for the
AIM's
year
a highlight,
as a video.
sure.
Like, I don't want to pick that video over my son, but It's a damn
Controversial.
good video. But that's also a very good video. Take it easier. So
We put it up as a headline. Shock. Father chooses
other
19-year-old girl over son.
video. The
Mate,
Sun
you-
paper would be all over that, wouldn't they?
Well, unknown person
Unknown
does
person,
something,
yeah.
not really anything.
Yeah, that's the Sun, isn't it? That's what the
That
Sun.
is what the
that's
Sun
what
is
the Sun
about.
does.
Wow,
Is
we're
it? I
getting-
don't read the Sun. Do you read the Sun?
We should be careful talking about this because
Okay, let's
suddenly
not
we'll
talk
become
about
a
it.
political
Let's not
podcast.
talk about
and
it.
just very
Delete
quickly,
it.
there
Do
is
you want
no
to delete it?
way I would ever read the Sun.
Delete it.
There's this old adage, isn't there, that if you look at the sun for too long, you'll go blind.
That is
And
true.
people should pay attention to that. Don't read the sun.
Don't look at the Sun.
Don't look at the sun. It's bad for your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. You'll go blind.
And it's full of lies. Don't get those lies in your eyes. Don't look at the sun. We're now a political podcast.
Okay.
This is it.
President Boss does politics.
Yep.
Okay.
Season 4.
We're not doing that, mate.
No, we're not doing that.
We'll do that season 6.
Season
Season
6.
6 will become a political
Boss
podcast.
goes to
Hollywood.
Goes to politics.
Goes to Hollywood.
Goes to Hollywood politics.
Goes to. Why are we doing American politics? We're English.
Yeah, but Hollywood.
Hollywood
America's
is
way more interesting than England.
Yeah, okay.
England's boring.
Do
Have you seen our
much-
Prime Minister?
Do you know much about? Yeah, I have. Well, not in person, but
You
do you
haven't
know?
seen him in person.
Do you know much about American politics?
I know nothing about any politics.
Right, it was going to become a politics podcast right there and then until you announced you don't know anything. So
No, that's it. So I'm more like I'm coming on here as the person who doesn't know anything about politics. I'm
Oh, right.
assuming you know everything about
oh
politics.
right, I don't know much about it. No.
Mate, so why are you hosting a politics podcast?
Am I hosting it?
Yeah.
Oh right,
Did you not
Oh.
see the email?
I didn't know, but well, welcome to the Politics Podcast by Cosmic Boss.
Dun, dun, dun,
American
dun, dun.
politics, of which I am very knowledgeable,
Yeah.
and you are not.
I'm unknowledged.
So the question 1 of my podcast to you is: who is the American president?
Who is the American
Currently.
president currently?
Yeah, what's his
I
name?
think his name is Joe. Joe Philogene.
Joe Philogene. I wish it was Joe, but I don't think it is that Joe.
His name's Biden, isn't it?
Biden.
Joe
Biden.
Biden. Maybe is it like a company? You know, like you have something
Biden.
by Chanel. It'd be
Joe.
Joe
Biden.
Biden.
Who's Den or what's Den?
What is Den? That is the big question.
Maybe he's actually a shop owner selling dens. And
He sells
goes, Joe
dens.
by Den.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
on the. I'm
But
on
cool, man. Like you know who the president was. That's beautiful.
I did.
I think we should. We'll come back to that later, and we'll move on swiftly to what's coming up next. What's
Fantastic.
coming up next?
What is coming up next is our third fully improvised album of the year. Produced the next 3 songs from our best of. And the very first one was actually the second track from that improv.
Always picks
We
track
often go with
2.
track 2,
Why
don't
not
we?
one? Why not one?
I imagine it's because 1 is usually our warm-up track.
Yeah, that's
So
it,
we
yeah.
are checking the
Warm up.
levels and we're focused more on making sure the sound's good.
Yeah.
And then track
And
2
then
we're
we
like,
just kind of
let's
go for
lever
it. yeah. What we do is we go, we'll get that balance just right, and then the next song we'll kick
We're
10
ripping it.
tons more of crap out of each of our instruments.
Absolutely.
And then it all peaks and goes crazy, and we still make it work. It's cool.
Yeah. So,
Cool. So next song is Space Babies. Right, so this record, Improv 3, came out in August.
That's right.
August the 1st, so we had a month break off the Improv. Summer Delica is the record, and the first song is Space Babies.
That's right. Let's hear it.
So yeah, set of lyrics you wrote.
Yep. I mean, you've already heard this song right at the very beginning of this podcast.
Oh yeah, of course you have.
And now you're going to hear the improv version, which spawned the version you heard at the beginning.
Yeah, we made it up on the spot, and then we reworked it, re-recorded it, put it out on
It's
an
kind of like we
EP.
did the live version of it before we did the
Recorded version of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Classic.
We made a video for this as well,
We
didn't
did.
we? This was the original idea, like
This was Theo in space,
Yeah.
literally in space,
floating
around.
floating in space. So you should check that out,
Check
and then
it out.
check out the one of him building a rocket, and then check out the one of him in a band. But
Yeah.
let's hear it. This is Space Babies.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Flying through space, feel no air at my waist.
nice. It's lovely to hear like where it all came from.
Absolutely.
It's not like super dissimilar. I mean, it's using like massive drums and stuff, but the essence of the song is completely there.
Oh, it's great. The fact that was an improv, and the first proper song we knocked out from Summerdelica was kind of we set the bar very high to start.
Did you also actually write the lyrics with the video in mind?
Absolutely.
Right? Because the video idea we had ages ago about swimmers swimming in space, right?
Yeah.
And then so you actually came up with a video idea before you wrote the lyrics, which we recorded live before we recorded it.
Yeah. So if you want to learn how to make music from listening to Cosmic Boss, we do it in a really odd way. Most musicians would never do that. You don't come up with your video before you write the song or conceive of the song. Or maybe you do, because I mean, it worked out for us. Space Babies worked out well.
Yeah, it did. It's cool, man. It's lovely having two versions of it and two different videos, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. This record's great. Summerdelica again. So this was probably recorded in July kind of time, I imagine, June or July kind of time.
Yeah, I think it was maybe a month between
them. Yeah, we had a bit of a break. So. We were 2 months on. We were doing it for a third time, but with a bit of a longer gap in the middle. So this time the room had a much different energy about it, and
completely. And I feel like we approached it. We had the title and idea for that beforehand. So in the previous ones, we didn't pick a title before we were doing it. But
never.
I'm pretty sure before we did this one, I said I want to call this record Summerdelica. Like I wanted it to have a summer vibe to it. So
came out in August. That's summertime.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this next song, which is called Rainbow Appearing, I feel like embodies that summer acoustic-y vibe really nicely.
Yeah. We also performed this live.
We did perform this live.
This is a good tune, man. Cool. Should we listen?
Let's hear it. Let's hear Rainbow Appearing.
Rainbow Appearing.
Under the rain, baby, watching me. Where we go, that can't be. I will sleep. Vigilant. Under the rain, lay and watching me.
I like that one. It's still going.
It's got a little bit of classical guitar at the end.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's cool because I'm playing acoustic in that, aren't I?
Yeah, you're playing acoustic, I'm on the electric.
We switched roles.
We switched it around.
Turned it around. Like a turntable.
That is how the table turns.
But only you and I
turntables.
switched. Joe didn't switch.
Nope. Joe
Look at you
stayed where he is.
advertising
I
yourself.
thought, I'll quickly whip out
what
the
I like
t-shirt.
is you're watching yourself open your t-shirt. So you're like, oh, does my t-shirt look cool?
Well, I was looking down at my phone. I'm thinking like, oh, what video am I watching at the moment? Oh, wow, this is well good. Look at that guy. He's well handsome.
Is he?
I'm waving to him. He waved back.
He waved back, yeah.
Well, at the same time. That's canny. It's
That's
probably
weird. That's
me.
all strange, yeah. Strange. Rainbow Appearing, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
We've kind of been like jamming that song again and working on that, and we kind of got a few ideas for it, right? And it's lovely. I think it's a lovely piece of music, and as improv, it's sweet. It's sweet as. But like to turn it into a song, we'll give it a bit of structure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
I think we can build it into something more that properly captures what you can hear there in the improv, but kind of like Space Babies in that way that the virtual normality version of Space Babies is a tighter version of the improv, and improv is a way to write music. That's kind of what this whole year is for us.
That's what it has been, right? Like, taking something and that was quite cool. Let's rework that. And
we kind of wrote 4 albums.
I guess it's that thing, like, cause so we've been in bands, like, you spend a lot of time jamming. You know, I spend hours and hours and hours jamming to
jam.
lose it. It's not that it's not wasted, because like I think it makes you a better player, but like
it's kind of like spilling your jam, or is it like leaving it at the back of the fridge so it just gains mould and it's like you're never going to use that jam again. You're never going to hear that jam again. It's lost to time, isn't it?
But what will happen is you're like, it's like having it in the back of the fridge, right? And then it's gone mouldy, and you're like, oh. Do you remember that jam we had like 2 years ago? It was so good.
Great,
I can't quite remember it. So you just got to throw it away.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas this is preserving jam. It's like those adverts where they say that they freeze fruits and veg, like at the moment of picking. Yeah. This is it. Cosmic Boss music is frozen at the time of creating, and then just tweaked and released, rather than
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a writing experiment. It's awesome. It's a great way to make music. We also want other people to like join us and make music, right?
Yeah,
like,
completely.
We want, if people are interested in like joining us on some projects, like we want that.
Get in contact with us.
Yeah,
you can talk to us, but like you could leave us comments. We'll probably respond to them. I'm pretty sure if somebody left a comment on YouTube, I would respond to it.
You would respond to it. Yeah.
Because like I'm checking my YouTube page, our YouTube page, like every 10 minutes.
10
is anyone
minutes?
Another comment? No,
10 minutes?
No, probably not every 10 minutes.
That's
I'm exaggerating for the podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, don't, man. Look, people want to know the real you. You know that. Like,
well, I'd check it multiple times a day. If somebody left a comment, it would come up on my phone as a notification. I'd be like, cool. So don't leave really horrible comments.
No, leave nice comments. Only be nice. If you've got nothing nice to say.
If you haven't got anything nice to
say a nasty comment on YouTube.
If you've got something nasty to say, go on Reddit and say it on some subreddit about being nasty.
Okay.
This is advice for if you're nasty and you want to vent your nastiness, don't vent it on us.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah, not me. I've done nothing wrong.
What? Don't. Yeah. What are you doing? You don't have to leave any comments.
No, I don't leave any comments.
No.
I don't need to. You're social media, dude. Like we've got our roles, and that's not mine. I mean, I share stuff and stuff. But
I mean, I'm not that great at it. So if there's anyone out there that wants to like help us out with this social media stuff, we aren't offering any money. But
we might be.
We could offer you some money
if we make money. You can have some money. Like we do it for love. But like that's it. We want to love. We want to make art
for love and money now.
And money.
We've been doing it so far just for love. But we'd like to do it for love and money.
Like, money would be nice, wouldn't it?
None of this love or money thing. It's now and money.
And money, love.
You can have the love, but give us the money.
We love your love. Yeah, we also want your money. And that's every artist in the world, isn't it? They're always like, I've got the best fans in the world, but only because they buy all my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we haven't merchandised anything.
Nothing. But you're wearing
I'm wearing merchandise, but it was like what you bought me for Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's like, that doesn't mean...
A year ago? Was that a year last year?
Last year.
That T-shirt is a year old, mate.
It is,
How do you feel about that? It's pointless talking
nice
about
and
it unless you're
comfy.
watching the video. This is
I'm wearing a Cosmic Boss t-shirt,
Yeah.
so like season 2's cover, which was made by Gecko.
Gecko,
Just
the
awesome
artist.
photo.
Dude, he's like
painting.
tattooing now. Like,
amazing.
I'm gonna get ink foam. Mate.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Big shout
man.
out to Gecko.
He's done
for
some
sure.
cool stuff recently. You should definitely check his Instagram and stuff. I am
do you?
Gecko. Oh man, he's wicked.
Yeah.
He's wicked.
So if you're out there listening, check his Instagram.
Yeah. Shout out to Gecko.
Tell him the Cosmic Boss sent you.
Yeah.
Leave him a comment.
Yeah.
I
Comment,
imagine he checks his comments every hour.
he
or
responds to
so.
his comments like that, mate.
He's
I
on
think,
it. He's
like
on
that.
he's on those comments.
Yeah, yeah. Only if they're nice though.
Yeah. Don't leave mean comments.
Yeah. So let's listen to another song.
Yeah.
What was the next song that we chose? I already know the answer. I'm asking the question for the listener.
And well, so I think Space Babies and Rainbow Appearing were the two like very single-sounding kind of songs that came off of Psychedelica.
Yeah.
But Hold On a Little Longer, which is the next song, was Joe's favourite. He felt it was a very powerful song, and I agree with him. And
so we chose it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, this song is called "Hold On a Little Longer."
Yeah. From Psychedelica.
Thank you for your existence. My eyes are quickly misting. This love just keeps existing. This plot has further twisted. Just hold on a little longer. Here's a cake of deeper wonder. Better way the window yonder. Please hold on a little Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true. Powerful, man.
It's got a lot of power in that song.
A lot of meaning, man. It's beautiful. Is that a set of lyrics?
It was.
That's a set of lyrics.
Most of Sunrise Reflections and Summer Delica and the COVID-19 20s, which is the next fourth improv album, they were, most of them were lyrics.
Yeah, cool.
I think there's maybe one or two tracks on each that were improv. Completely improv.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of, it makes everything so much easier if you've got lyrics in front of you.
Yeah. Well, it's one less thing to think about. It's kind of that thing. The thing is, melodically, it's still improvised, and you're trying to hit a verse and a chorus and whatever. Like that's all still made up on the spot. Like you don't have to pre-plan it. It's wicked. So the next song, man, I'm excited to play. It's Stay Inside.
Oh, so we're going back to the EP.
Going back to the EP, take Virtual Normality. This song's a bit different though, right?
It was.
How you explain how this song started?
So this next song, which is called Stay Inside, features Texmex Shaman.
Shout out Texmex Shaman.
Massive shout out to Texmex Shaman.
Massive shout out, mate.
Yeah,
what's the biggest shout out you can give?
A galactic sized shout out to Texmex.
You're going biggest
going galactic.
Galactic, man.
Not intergalactic. I'm going intergalactic. I'm
going bigger.
Intergalactic shout out to Texmex Shaman.
Yeah. That's big, man, because like most people just say massive shout out. So
and people always say reach for the stars, but I'm like, that's lame. The stars are really close.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach for stuff beyond the stars.
That's
intergalactic.
That's how
Beastie Boys did it.
Yeah.
Look how it worked out for them. That was the last good record, wasn't it? It didn't really work out for them. Maybe I'll scale it down a little bit. We're just going galactic.
Galactic. Okay,
Yeah.
Galactic shout out.
It's galactic.
So yeah, go on. So this song started.
It started as a piece of music that I just kind of wrote by using samples.
Yeah.
So rather
this
than
was actually the second song you've done, though, right?
Yeah, I did two songs like this, but this was the one that we kept, and I just sampled piano, which is why the piano in the song sounds amazing. It's like, oh, it's great.
I actually re-recorded it all. It's
you
actually
re-recorded
me
it. It's
playing.
actually, you know, it sounds a bit shoddy. Then it's because
it's
you
actually,
re-recorded it.
In fact, I think if you listen to it, it's almost it's basically exactly the same as the sample. Like almost. In fact, I'm pretty certain it's almost exactly the same.
So not a complete waste of your time.
No, it's
Recreating
it's
the
totally
song.
perfect. Yeah, well, I wanted to just prove that I could play piano, which I can't really play, but I pulled it off on that song, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's. So this song kind of came. So you made a song with Tex, or was the first one with Tex?
Texmex sent me a piece of guitar he was working on, and I sat and jammed over the top of it, and then sent him that back, and then I also made, after doing that one, I made a second piece on my own, which was Stay Inside, and I sent that to him, and he then laid guitar on it and sent it back, and we then mixed and mastered it.
Yeah, that was cool. Like again, so this is the kind of thing we want more of. We want to be able to send music to and from people, and let's try and make music even without leaving each other's rooms. It'd be easy. You know?
Yeah, this is kind of a template for the next season. So season 4 is going to have a whole chunk of this.
We hope so. Yeah, hope so. We'll work with Tex again for sure.
Absolutely.
We've got a couple of people in mind. Yeah, man. This is a tune. We didn't make a video for it though. Why didn't we make a video for it?
Because we were too busy doing other things.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my best excuse. I mean,
do you know what, man? That's
if we had more money, if people gave us more money, then we'd be able to.
Do more.
Yeah.
Give us more money. We can do more.
If you like the song and you're like, this would be better if I had a video, then send all your money.
I think every song is better with a video, so you might as well send all your money.
Or just you can buy the records. You can buy the records on everything.
Just support us. Help
Amazon.
us out. Man.
You won't get physical records because we don't do that.
No, but we might do that one day.
We live in the future, man. Nobody does that anymore.
Okay. People make cassettes now, man.
Yeah, they're living in the past.
They're going back. No, they're going back. They're back. Vinyl and cassettes, they're the thing now. Like tape decks are going to come back into cars, man.
You reckon?
No, but people are releasing cassettes. I mean, idiots.
Yeah, well, we could do that. If you want to buy a cassette version of one of our songs for some reason,
just one song.
Send lots of money, and we'll do it. We'll put it on cassette for you.
We'll make a personalised cover and everything.
How much is it going to cost us to get a cassette player?
Don't know.
Have you got one?
I must have somewhere. Yeah, probably not. My wife keeps a lot of crap in the house. But
we'll hunt around if you. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, a bit.
This is right.
Anyway. So yeah, well, so and then come on, man. What influenced the message behind the lyrics that you wrote?
Well, it's pretty much just my tribute to Bo Burnham.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah, because I was quite blown away, as a lot of people were, by his, by his special Inside.
One of the best things I think I've seen this year.
Yes, definitely an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah. How many times have you watched it?
I haven't actually watched it more than once.
Ooh,
I've only seen it the once, but I've listened to the album
multiple times.
Many times.
Me too. I've watched a couple of the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I've done that.
Like an intergalactic shout out to Bo Burnham.
Intergalactic.
We've gone a little bit higher than Tex.
Sorry,
Tex, we love you, dude, but Bo Burnham is Bo Burnham.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's a legend.
And as this is the best of, we should be doing our shout-outs within this too.
We've been doing a little bit of shout-outs. We started shouting out some people. Is there anybody else you'd like to shout out? Quickly, go now.
Well, no, I think we've...
you've done the
Bo Burnham one. No, not at all. There's other things I'd like to shout out about the year.
We want to do it later. I was saying, I was giving you some. I'm giving you the opportunity on my podcast to say shout out to someone else. It's my politics one. It's still the politics one.
Oh, we're still on the politics.
I haven't asked you the second question yet.
Okay, what's the second question?
I haven't got it yet.
Do I think that staying inside as a political mandate is a good move?
Yeah, that's my question.
Well, judging by Bo Burnham's Inside, if you're using that as some sort of scientific thesis, I'd say it's a pretty good idea, because that is amazing. Yeah. So forcing Bo Burnham to stay inside was a great idea.
Good idea, yeah.
Maybe not for everybody.
Yeah, okay.
But
some people, that's it. Like staying inside has benefited lots of people.
Oh yeah, but for tortured, amazing artists, locking them up. Brilliant.
No, I didn't mean it like that. But like we know people that have had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we did. We had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, so it's cool. But we stayed inside.
We did. So this is our advice: stay inside.
But this song was cool, man. Like in fact, you gave it to me kind of 3/4 finished.
Yep.
With like basically 4 tracks that Tex had recorded, and I kind of had to find what we could use and what we couldn't. and then I added the middle section.
You did.
And then that's the song was kind of like, again, it was like a spur of the moment. Oh man, we should add this to an EP.
We threw it together and it went on the EP.
It went on the EP. So let's hear it, shall we?
Let's hear it.
Shall we hear it?
Yes.
Are your ears ready?
My ears are ready. I'm sure the audience's ears are ready too.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's do a little countdown. Go 3, 2,
why?
1.
Was that the countdown?
That was it. You ruined it.
I thought you were going to do a countdown to the countdown. You're not doing a countdown to the countdown.
That was the countdown to the countdown.
So
we're going to do a countdown to the song. Okay, the song is called Stay Inside, okay?
And this isn't a countdown to a countdown.
No, this is a countdown to the song, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Stay inside.
Idiots.
Stay inside. There's nothing for me outside. Hard to decide. Fresh air tonight. Down the hall, so easily go. Focus inside. Listen to my third eye, seeing the why, and not being shy. Stay inside. There's nothing for me outside. So brain fried, totally denied. Once more, down home, we so easily go. Being inside, feeling tongue-tied, trying to hide out of some pride. Stay inside. There's nothing for me outside. We'll all die, so no reason to try. The whole swallows a song. The whole swallows a song. The whole swallows a song.
That is a classic Andy ending.
I love the slow down. It's true.
Yeah, that's
well, I think,
cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised more people don't do it because it's like you've got the fade out and the slow down. They're the only two ways you can end a song if you don't know how to end it.
Yeah,
and I always think slow down.
Slow down. I like tight ending to like a song that's like. Pow,
I like it when a song just suddenly goes, oh, I'm done.
That's it, staying so, isn't it?
Yeah, the vocals had finished ages ago. It was just going,
There's lots of guitar, so Texmex on the guitar there.
Awesome.
It's a tune, man. It's cool as hell.
Thank you very much, Texmex.
Yeah,
You're a
Tex.
legend. You made it to the best of.
Let's do some more tunes.
Absolutely. We'll send you something.
Yeah, cool. So what's next, right? I've got it as the next. So the Improv 4 came out in November.
That's right.
That's quite recently.
It was very recently.
Very recently.
In fact, November the 20th, I believe.
November the 20th, incredibly recently.
Yeah.
So we sat on this one for a little while.
We did. We recorded this back in August.
Yeah.
But because we were working on Virtual Normality,
Yeah, the EP
and we
came
had
out.
gigs and things to practice for and stuff, we held on to this for a little bit. And yeah, it's called the COVID-1920s.
Clever title.
Thank you very much.
When did you come up with that?
I've been sitting on that for a little while, I think.
I remember you talking about it. You've been talking about it for ages.
Yeah, well, me and my wife are big fans of the 1920s era style. Not so
Fashion
much the
stuff.
more the music and the kind of jazz and the swing and the fun nature, the gay 1920s.
Yeah.
They were lovely, weren't they? That's right.
Oh.
And that's where I got my voice from that
brilliant.
I use.
That's brilliant.
Correct.
Correct.
And yeah, sometimes I like talking this voice. I think it's a bit like something from Harry Enfield.
Yes, this is exactly
called
what it is.
Chumney Warner on that. Come on, Chumney Warner. And that always used to make me laugh when I was a teen.
Yeah, man.
And
brilliant.
So, yeah.
It's brilliant. You're right, man. Like the 1920s is it gives us something we went with visually for this, right? So
Completely.
So we made, we had the title before we recorded the episode. Some lyrics were written, a lot, and then the music was completely improv, and we made some pretty interesting music on this one.
Well, considering we recorded it in the summer, it definitely has a more wintry feel to it. It's very deep.
Yeah.
Where other records are a bit lighter, a bit more whimsical at times.
Yeah.
The COVID-1920s isn't whimsical, really, outside of I Kalimba, maybe.
Yeah. Kalimba. We
It's,
made a song on kalimbas.
yeah.
Well, I wasn't playing kalimba. I think I was playing like symphy stuff
You
or
were playing
something.
synth, yeah.
Yeah.
I was on Kalimba.
You and Joe were going
was
mental on
Kalimba.
kalimbas. Yeah, it's crazy. Like if you love kalimba, I'd listen to
And
it.
check out that tune. And so but then equally thinking that we're in the 2020s now. It's like this decade.
Decade ago.
The way to define this decade is to say the 20s, but that that still really references the 1920s. So it's kind of like, whoa, that's 100 years ago, and they were making films 100 years ago.
Yeah,
They were
right.
making films that are way better than films that we're making now 100 years later.
Some films we're making now. Some films we're making now are pretty good.
And that's true, absolutely. But
But you're right.
Yeah.
So we used some of that footage, right?
yeah, so we used some Buster Keaton.
How much of a shout out are you giving to Buster Keaton?
I'm giving an intergalactic shout out to Buster
Intergalactic Buster Keaton.
Keaton. And he's also got 100 years on all this other stuff.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
That's already out there for 100 years. That's
Yeah.
probably intergalactic already.
It's already intergalactic.
I reckon there's a lot of aliens a long way away right now going, that's probably what they sound
Laughing
like.
to Buster
Yeah,
Keaton.
they
What,
love
they're
it.
watching
They
Buster
shout
Keaton.
out. When I shouted out Buster Keaton,
They're
they've
like,
just gone
yeah,
nuts.
man. Do you reckon we've got fans in space?
Oh, definitely.
Do you want to go to space? This is a question of to get to know Andy still.
You still want to get to know me?
Yeah, making sure the audience know who you are. It's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
So do you don't want to go to space? Why not?
I don't believe the technology is far enough along for that to be a possibility within my lifetime. I'd love it to be, but
You don't think it
currently it's just Elon's car and those weird penis rockets that they send up. So
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
bit like, I'm not penis rocking it, and I'm not going in Elon's car.
You're not penis rocket.
I'm not keen on the Pinon rockets.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fair play.
Have you ever been on a Pinon rocket? It sounds incredibly wrong.
Yeah, painful.
Well-
It almost sounds painful.
I mean, no, it doesn't. It's just very, very suggestive.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
you say about a rocket is
It's suggestive.
in your pocket.
Yeah.
So we'll move on. We'll
Yeah.
spin on.
So
And let's go back
the
to the
1920s.
COVID-1920s,
Yeah. So this one. Whoa! I just dropped
broke
something. I'm so sorry.
you dropped it.
1 second. Maybe we fix that.
Let's fix it.
Idiot. Again, different vibe. This whole record, and this has got a couple of great tunes. So let's listen to one, dude.
Yeah, so the first one that we put out was this one. It's called Ignore the Alarm.
What track was it?
It was track 2.
Track 2. Every time.
Every time track 2.
What was track 1?
Track 1 was called The 11th Hour.
Yeah, that's also quite
It's
a good
also a
tune.
good tune,
But we'll
but-
hit this one.
Ignore the Alarm is
Okay.
a bit better. So here we go. Where are all the people? They're down by the barn, ignoring the alarm.
They are.
That is where everyone is.
Why are they down
Keep
by the
around.
barn?
Because like the other animals, they're just chilling out where it's warm.
So they've gone to join the animals in the barn.
They've gone to join the
Why
animals.
is the barn
Well,
not
yeah,
got
the
an
song's
alarm?
about monarchs and
Why
things,
is the
isn't
barn
it?
not got an alarm?
I mean, it has got an alarm.
Ignoring
They're
it.
ignoring the alarms from the house, from the big manor house, where the rich people are going, help us!
By just chilling.
Help
in the barn.
us!
Cool.
Because obviously, that if you peel back the layers of that song like an onion, what you find in there is a bit of information about the monarchy.
It makes you
That song's
cry.
about the monarchy.
Oh,
It doesn't make you cry. Why would the monarchy?
So if it did make you cry, it would
Yeah,
have been a
but the monarchy
better
wouldn't.
analogy.
Yeah. I guess if you get to the Diana layer, that would be.
It
So it is like
it does
an
make you
onion.
cry. Yeah,
It's
okay.
absolutely.
It's beautiful. It's a song about an
But
onion.
it's not
Not
about
an
it's not about an onion. It's about God save the Queen. It's the first chorus, and then it's Queen save the gods,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
basically like the gods are more screwed than you are,
Stop
Queenie.
eating your onion.
Yeah,
Get off
get
your
off the onion. She's quite old now as well,
She's
isn't she?
97 or something. She knows. I don't know that for fact. Like, I feel like.
Well, we're taking it as fact now.
She's 97.
Yeah, it's a total
So it
fact.
depends when you're
97.
listening.
Well
to
done,
this.
Queenie.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
She's 97.
She's 98. 98
Really
now.
98.
Happy birthday, Queenie. Good work.
Cool. Well, let's listen to another track from this record then.
I think
so,
that's a good idea.
Ignore the Alarm. We made video to,
We did.
and the next
And
one
this
is
next
called.
one, Broken
And
by
we
Desire.
made a video to it. We
We
totally
made a video to it. And it's also got Buster,
Buster
Keaton in it again.
Keaton.
So intergalactic shout out, Keaton of the Buster
Buster,
variety.
Buster.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's
Busting
where
it.
Buster Rhymes
Keaton
gets his
style.
name from?
Buster
Buster
Keaton.
Rhymes goes, oh,
Because he's busting. No, he's busting a rhyme, isn't he? That's why he
Buster.
came up with that
it
name.
is
'cause it's
clever. But does he spell it like that? So it's Bust A. That's how he spells Buster.
Buster.
Buster rhymes.
Bust-
Like I'm
like
busting
pasta.
a rhyme. Buster
And
Keaton is.
Buster Keaton. That's busting
Yeah,
a Keaton.
Okay, cool. All right,
Well
man. Well,
done.
let's listen to it. This is Broken by Desire. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Come
desire, full of desire, transpires off in the fires, guided punishments don't reverse crime. All that happens through the time. Fix it, make it better. Fix it, make it better. Fix it, make it, fix it, make it better. Fix it, make it better. Fix it, make it better. Just fix it, make it better. Fix, just fix it, make it better.
Wowza.
Heavy improv for
That
us.
is
It's
some
quite
heavy
heavy improv. It's good.
Described
Like-
by New Music Saturday as being a bit like lo-fi Nick Cave.
Cool.
I think.
We'll take that. Lo-fi Nick Cave.
I think it was them who described it. It was either them or Kiffy. But big shout out to both of those guys. All of those
It's
guys.
surely everything's lo-fi Nick Cave unless you're listening to it on a hi-fi.
That's true. Then it's Hi-Fi Nick Cave. Hi-Fi Nick
Nick
Cave.
Cave. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
But obviously, if you listen to the actual record that we put out of this as the podcast, then it's got some little handy coronavirus information in between the songs.
It has,
It
yes,
has.
about the linking in the COVID 1920s
That's right.
theme. Very clever, and it's got some important information in there, I'd say.
Well, yeah, I mean, we basically very lazily just looked up coronavirus and what to do and read it out in a 1920s style.
Yeah, it's very clever.
We maybe improved a little bit
Yeah,
off of some of the ideas.
Yeah, you say we, you done
No,
it.
it was basically me.
I recorded it.
That's right. It's basically because where I work at my job thing,
Job
it's
thing.
a friend, and me and him do funny voices together, and this is one of the ones we do. It's good fun.
It is like Harry Enfield.
It's very Harry Enfield, Chumley Warner,
brilliant. I love it.
and yeah, so we just kind of swiped that.
So check the podcast out. It's
Yeah.
it's just pretty silly. It's very
absolutely.
silly.
And obviously a huge shout out to Joe Philogene, because
How big a shout out? Just huge.
we're
huge.
intergalactic.
We're back up. We're up. He's up there with Buster.
Potentially beyond intergalactic.
Beyond
What is that?
intergalactic. Double.
Was I
intergalactic.
galactic?
Yeah.
Galactic.
Or inter. What's the inter bit? mean?
Intergalactic. It's more of a Beastie Boys reference.
Okay, so let's go outer galactic.
Outer Galactic.
That's
Okay,
what
so
that
an
means.
Outer Galactic
Is it
shout
now?
out.
Is it?
Shout out to Galactic to.
Shout out to galactic.
This is a shout out to Galactic to Joe Philogene,
Philogene.
because this whole year has been possible
Yeah, man.
because of him.
Yeah, he's given us his heart and soul and his musical skill.
Oh.
And it's brilliant.
Well, that's it. You think so? The beginning of this very podcast that you're listening to, we were talking about Anya and then Macy stepping aside, and we weren't sure what was going to happen. And now at the end of this year, when we're looking back on it, we've got all of these amazing songs which we got from working with Joe.
Yeah, true. Got 4 records worth.
4
around,
albums, yeah.
Recorded in 4 days. So like,
Yeah, a couple of those albums are like 2 hours long as well.
yeah, it's crazy. It's brilliant.
Some long ass records.
Yeah.
So
Long ass records. That's the name,
Massive.
is that the name of our record label?
yeah, no, that's a terrible
Long
name for a
ass
record
records.
label.
You got to say
Unless
it
you've got
that,
like a donkey kind of style ass that's really long,
Yeah.
and so it's called Long Ass Records,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like a donkey.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
can
still
do that
don't
as I
like it,
like it.
it's
Still
terrible.
don't like it.
No, yeah.
Long ass records. If
Yeah.
okay, so
Long
getting to
Grass
know
Records.
getting to know Andy quickly.
Are we going back to that?
Yeah, what if you were to like design a logo for something?
For
Like,
just something.
yeah, called Long Neck.
Long neck.
Yeah, that's the name of whatever it is. It could be Long Neck
Straight,
Records. It
it's
could be
obvious.
Long Neck.
It's giraffe.
You're just gonna draw a giraffe.
Just the neck.
Just the neck of
Yeah.
a giraffe.
And put a long neck within the pattern of the giraffe neck. Boom. You
Easy.
can have that for $1 million.
Me?
Yeah.
Are you going to draw it though, or have I got to draw it?
I'm not
You
going to
just
draw
give
it.
me the
Jesus, give
idea.
me the money. I'll
£1
give you
million
the
pounds
idea.
for that simple idea.
That's wicked. Mate.
I bet there's already something out there called Long Neck that's got a
Probably.
better logo than that.
Well, should we look it up? No, we won't.
No, we won't.
We will never look it up.
Never.
If you want to look it up for us,
Let us know the answer.
Yeah, don't bother.
Yeah.
We won't.
Should we delete this bit?
No, don't delete it.
Okay, you sure?
Leave it. It's
Okay,
important.
brilliant.
Or
okay.
do you reckon it's rubbish?
Delete it.
Should you
delete it?
delete the whole year?
No, delete. We've almost got to the end of it, so let's not delete it just yet.
We won't
We'll
delete
delete it at the end. So
Well,
we're
we've only
gonna
got one more song from improv.
Yeah, so let's listen to the third one from Improv 4. Well, this one is called Brand New. I like this one because I'm leading it.
You are.
So I don't lead half as much as you. Probably not even a quarter as much as you.
You don't. You
Probably
tend
about
to make
10% as much as you, maybe.
well. Yeah,
one a session.
true.
kind of thing.
Except for the EP where you lead
I lead two of them.
the
Yeah.
5. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. That's true.
that is
That's
true.
because I wrote two of the
You
five.
wrote two of the
really,
five,
like,
yeah.
So one of them's this song you can hear in the background.
I think the reason is that I'm like a vocal hog and like jump on it straight away. I'm like, let's go for it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, also like Space Babies, you'd already sung in. Stay Inside, you wrote the lyrics for
Yeah.
it. Take It Easy, you'd written. So it made sense, right? So I got 40% on the EP.
Well,
10%
yeah, a
on
massive,
the-
totally. An outer galactic shout out to you.
Oh,
as well,
mate,
mate.
thanks, man.
Like
thanks.
seriously,
Only like it's equal to Joe, not more than Joe. Equal to Joe.
equal to Joe. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Am I?
Thanks.
You got anything for me?
Oh yeah,
Anything you
yeah,
wanna say
yeah.
to
No,
me?
right, look, I'll give you an intergalactic
Oh,
shout out.
okay.
No, like not outer, inter. Like you've been good,
I've been
but
good,
not quite as good as me and Joe.
Yeah, I
So,
guess
but I
that's true.
still shout you out, man. Like
Oh,
I
thanks, man.
love making music with you. It's so much fun, and everything we try is great and an experiment, and we keep pushing
I
forward.
hope we can push me beyond the inter to the outer galactic.
Yeah,
And I
but
can
if we
join
do,
you
I
guys.
think me and Joe will get like an
You can get
outer.
even further.
outer. Yeah, you
Outer,
got to be able to
outer.
go further. We'll work it out at another point, but until then, unless we shout somebody else out later who we feel deserves more shout out than us.
Yeah, we'll see what
see.
comes up in
We'll see what
the
happens.
final section after this
Cool,
beautiful,
yeah.
beautifully sung song by Nick.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, cool. This song's called Brand New.
Feeling strong. That's the building blocks of a brand new song. If the cost is high and the price is low, the starting point of a brand new show. With hope for life brand new game. Spoon and forth while edging the line. Decisions to make for a brand new life. A constant reminder, chase your next choice, speak with wisdom in a brand new voice, a brand new voice. Stories of plenty, with so much to say. Your acceptance starts every brand new day. Every brand new day. Nothing could matter. One thing simply true. Every new now is a brand new you. A brand new you. It's a brand new you. It's a brand new you. The wait is long, the feeling strong as the building blocks of a brand new song. A brand new song.
In the words of Guy Garvey, beautiful.
Beautiful. He did say that a lot when
He
we
did.
saw them, didn't he?
So another like insight into my year. One of my favourite albums of the year has been Elbow's new album,
Yeah.
Flying Dream 1.
The one that's recently come out.
Very recently
Very
come out,
recently
and
come
it's-
out. If you're listening to this in
Yes,
November or
it's
December or
amazing.
January or whenever it comes out.
It's one of my albums of the year for sure.
They're, so we saw them, didn't we? We saw them in Brighton at the
We did.
Brighton Centre, and mate, they're possibly the best live sounding band. Like the sound, I thought was amazing.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
yeah, man, they nailed it. And we were beautiful. We sang as an audience. We gave it
Yeah,
back.
it's great.
Like, Elbow, man. How big a shout out to Guy Garvey and Elbow.
Outer Galactic.
Outer Galactic, higher than you. Bigger shout out than
Big
you.
shout out to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to
okay.
do better, but they did great.
Yeah, no, you
Outer
can't.
Galactic,
Yeah, okay.
great.
Outer Galactic. Well, they're equal to me, so that's cool.
Okay.
That's all that matters. But yeah, man, what a great year we've had. What a crazy year we've had.
Oh, completely. 4 improv albums, 1 revisation, 1 EP.
What's next?
Next year, or might be this year if you're listening to it next year.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we going to do
announcing
next
what we're
year?
doing or not
We're
announcing
going
what
to.
we're
Well,
doing?
I'm sure we've already announced.
We've already announced what we're doing.
We're going to work on an album next year, and do a proper album.
We're going to write an album,
Yeah.
record an album, and then do some other stuff on the side.
Yeah,
Bit of
completely. And we've already got in the pipeline, because originally we were going to end the year on something slightly different,
Yeah.
but we've decided to hold on to it till next year.
Yes.
Because we're clever.
It's clever.
We are clever.
Is that?
We're smart.
Why does that make us smart?
Because it's saving ourselves some work over this period of time where everything's very busy.
Lazy.
We're lazy. We're
Yeah,
lazy.
lazy.
Basically, yeah.
If someone wants to do it for us, then brilliant. They
Yeah.
can.
So it's going to be called. It's the launching of season 4. And it'll be
Season
called
4.
Improv Squared. So improv with a little 2.
Squared.
Yeah. And the first record from Improv Squared will be called Petit Champignon de Lumière,
Which translates to
which is French for small mushrooms of light.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I mean, I've heard most of it.
Oh yeah, it's great.
But yeah, it's an interesting thing. So Improv Squared is kind of going to be where we overdub ourselves. So we'll improv something, we'll switch instruments, we'll overdub it.
It's somewhere in between what we've done with the improvisation and the revisation. And
It's-
we're
it's
trying it out.
New way. It could be fun. It might not work, but so far so good, I think.
Yeah.
So that's exciting for next year. And say we're going to sit and try and write an album together,
Yeah.
and like document it and see what happens. And it's going to be interesting.
So I think the podcast will kind of take a bit of a shift, and it will become like that. We'll talk about what it is to make an album
Yeah.
properly, which we haven't done for a long time.
Long time. Long time. But the
Long,
EP
long
was a
time.
test, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ready for this. So we're going to go for it, see what happens.
Yeah. So hopefully you will stick around and enjoy our whatever it is we're doing.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the love, for listening.
Thanks
That's
very
always
much for
nice.
listening. It's
Download
awesome.
it, share it.
Outer Galactic shout out to you
For listening. 100%.
And stick around, because we're carrying on. There's going to be a season 4,
There's
baby.
going to be more, baby. There's going to be more.
Happy season 3.
Happy season 3.
2021.
Yeah, man. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
And so we're going to end on a song called Ride Another Wave.
Yeah, which was from our EP.
Came from our EP.
It's your song again. You're singing again.
And I'm singing again, yeah.
It's
We
like,
ended on me.
We totally ended on Nick.
I'm the Outer Galactic.
You are the Outer Galactic. The right way to end the year is with the Outer Galactic vocal talents of Nick Jackson.
Thanks, mate. Oh, that's really kind coming from the singer of the band.
Well, you come in and you steal the ending. It's fine.
wasn't
Take the
stolen.
curtain call.
No, this is a song that means a lot to me, so
It's a
I'm
beautiful
really
song.
glad that it's ending it.
And also, quick shout out, because Ride Another Wave is one of the best songs of the year. And all of these ones we've chosen to represent what we feel has been the best of our work this year.
Yeah, of course.
And I would certainly put Ride Another Wave right up there in
Yeah,
the top
cool.
in the top 5 tunes we've done this year.
So quickly, before we play it, the song's about Theo. How much of a shout out are you giving to Theo?
Outer Galactic.
Yeah, he's
Gotta go
at the top.
somewhere above you.
Biggest
guys.
shout out to Theo.
Theo's my absolute favourite.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Above Guy Garvey
Yeah.
and me.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Theo here doing this podcast?
He might be better at it, but
Yeah.
he's asleep at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, so you can't do it yet. Not yet, mate.
A couple of years.
We'll bring
mate.
him in soon.
Yeah.
You say, yeah, man. So, yeah, I love this song. This is Ride Another Wave. And, yeah, thank you for listening. Thanks for being here, Andy.
Thanks for being here, Nick.
For
And
my politics podcast.
it's a good podcast. If you're interested in subscribing, you can do that. That's something you can do.
You can click a little button and
Listening.
subscribe to it.
And like bells and things, you can ring some bells.
Ring some bells, ring some
Seems a bit
bells.
phallic, but
Send us all your money. Thanks,
Yeah.
basically, innit? Thanks.
and Happy New Year, and have a great future.
2022, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Ride another wave.
Breathe in, breathe out again. change the future and rearrange the puzzle. When you're having fun, and morning rain brings afternoon sun. Dreams can come true, and this one's just begun. Taking baby steps as we learn to run. Another wave, ride another wave with time in your palm.